Hey, Mama, how are ya? No, really. Not how the kids are, not how your husband's doing, not how homeschooling, dinner, laundry, and the endless to do list is doing. How are you? If you are a stay at home mom who's been running on empty, quietly carrying the mental load and feeling like everyone's needs something from you, but no one checks on your heart, well, this episode is for you. Today, we are talking about why so many moms feel emotionally unseen and what happens when no one asks how you're really doing. Also, we will talk about how to begin caring for your own heart without guilt because you matter too. If you're feeling tired of being isolated and wondering where you went in the middle of motherhood, but you want simple steps to help rediscover your identity, feel supported, and create a life that actually feels good again, well, you're in the right place. Hey sis, I'm Dorcas, a Christian, a life coach, a called mom, and your safe place to be seen. I've learned the secrets to rediscovering my identity and feeling like me again with small, intentional shifts that brought clarity and confidence back into my life. If you're ready to stop feeling like you've lost yourself in motherhood, be confident again, and create a more peaceful day, so rather you're folding another basket of laundry that somehow multiplied overnight, or eating the leftover chicken nuggets your toddler graciously left behind, make sure to leave at least one because you know that toddler's going to come back looking for those nuggets. Turn up the volume, sis, and let's have a little chat. Before we dive into today's episode, I would like to ask, have you ever thought, I just want someone to walk me through this? Because I want to invite you to go a little bit deeper. I send weekly encouragement, supportive scriptures, and simple, practical steps to help you feel more grounded, clearer, and more like yourself again in this season. Because this isn't about managing your home. It's about restoring your peace. Scripture reminds us that God is not a God of confusion or overwhelm, but of peace. And sometimes we just need help bringing that peace back into our everyday lives. So if you don't want to keep doing this alone, come join me. Sign up through the link in the show notes. I remember a season when every conversation sounded almost the same. How are the kids? How's your husband? How's everything going? And I smile and give a quick answer. The kids are doing great. My husband is good. We're busy. Almost no one, literally no one, asked the question I desperately needed. How are you doing? Not the polite version, the real one. The kind that pauses long enough to hear an honest answer. If I'm honest, I'm not sure what I would have said at that time. Because somewhere along the way, I had become so focused on everyone else's needs that I had stopped checking in on my own. I knew who needed new shoes. I knew who had a dentist appointment that week, who was struggling emotionally, and who needed extra encouragement. But if someone asked me what I needed, I probably would have stared at them for at least a few minutes. Not because I didn't have any needs, but because I had forgotten how to recognize them. Maybe you are there. Maybe you have been there, where you are so disconnected from yourself that even the simplest things that you need never come to mind when somebody asks you how you're doing. I would like to share with you 3 truths that you can carry to encourage and inspire yourself the next time somebody asks you how you're doing. Truth number 1. You can't care for your heart if you never check in with it. You are a mom, and as a mom, you've become an expert at caring for everyone else while becoming a stranger to yourself. Motherhood naturally trains us to pay attention to everyone else's emotions, schedules, and needs. Over time, we stop asking ourselves simple questions like, how am I feeling? What's weighing on me now? What do I need today? The result isn't just exhaustion, it's a disconnection. This is one of the things that you can not only start to shift immediately, but you can put it in practice over and over again that it becomes a normal part of your life. One of the ways that you can start to shift this is ask yourself a simple question. How am I doing? Really? Don't rush the answer. Don't judge yourself. Just notice, be aware of the thoughts that come to mind when you ask yourself that question. Understand that awareness is the first step towards this healing. Truth number 2, feeling unseen doesn't mean you don't matter. When no one asks you about your heart, it is easy to believe your heart isn't important. We often confuse being unnoticed with being unimportant. Those are not the same thing. Your value doesn't decrease because someone overlooked you. Your worth isn't determined by how often someone checks in. God sees what others miss. He knows the prayers you whispered while washing dishes, the tears you cried after everyone has gone to bed, the moments you've chosen patience when no one would have blamed you for losing it. Nothing about your life is invisible to him. The next time you are feeling overlooked, discarded, unimportant, pause, please pause and remind yourself, I am fully seen by God, even when I don't feel seen by people. Let that truth become steadier than your emotions of feeling unimportant or being disregarded. Truth number 3, you need safe places to be honest. Every mom, even you, need people you don't have to be pretending around. Constantly saying I'm fine when you're not creates emotional isolation. You don't need 100 close friends. You need a few safe people. People who will ask again after you say I'm okay. People who will listen without trying to fix everything. People who remind you that you're not carrying this season alone. I'm going to give you a little challenge, and I really hope that you match up to this challenge because it's going to start to make that shift that you're looking for. I would like you to think of one person that you truly, truly trust and send a simple text to them this week. It is important for you to reach out to those who understand what you are going through. That could honestly be a relative, it could be a best friend, it could be a neighbor, but what's important is that you reach out. You would be best to make it a regular activity that you do. You're going to put yourself in a position where connection with someone that you feel safe with becomes your go-to. It becomes the default button versus the one where you spiral and pull away and don't be honest with your emotions. Connection with that individual can open up so much more for you and encourage your heart in other ways. Connection often begins with one small step. If you don't have that person yet, don't stop praying for those relationships. Allow God to open up opportunities for you to be in a community connected to someone else who truly understands who you are and respects that they are the safe place for you. God builds community, and it's so important that we start engaging in that community one conversation at a time. If no one has asked you lately, let me be the one to ask you today. How are you really? Give me your honest answer. I hope and pray that you perceive me to be one of those safe people that you can be honest and share your feelings with. You are welcome to email me. You are welcome to connect with me in Facebook or on Instagram and just share with me, DM me how you are really doing. Because it's not about you having it all figured out, but because your heart matters. Your emotions matter. Your struggles matter. You deserve more than simply surviving each day. You deserve to be known, to be supported, to be encouraged. Most importantly, you need to remember that God sees every part of your journey and even the parts nobody else notices. So instead of asking yourself, why doesn't anyone ever ask how I'm doing? Say this instead. Have I given myself permission to answer that question honestly? Healing often begins with telling the truth about where you are. And sister, wherever you are today, I am here to hear and pray with you so that you don't have to walk this journey alone. Start there. Hey mama, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who is deep in the chaos and could use it today? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Remember, you are my inspiration, so your review lets me know I'm blessing you. Don't forget, set up automatic downloads so you'll never miss an episode. Alrighty, I'm off to dance to the exit music, top off my iced coffee, and pretend I didn't just hear, "Where's Mom?" being yelled from the other room. I'll meet you soon for another episode. Bye, beautiful.